subscribe.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Inferno Paterno. How are you guys doing today? I just want to say that I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day so far, alright? And in this video, as you guys can see in the title, I'm going to be giving you 10 essential tips on how to play Morty in Multiverses, alright guys? Morty is the latest and greatest character to come out for Multiverses, having a very unique playstyle that we will get into very shortly, alright guys? And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like and all them shenanigans. Let's get into it. Alright, number one, we're going to be talking about Morty's playstyle, okay? Now, as you may think he is a bruiser, Morty is a bruiser and a projectile and zoner-based character in one. So your playstyle should not involve too much rushdown, although he does have good aspects and good mechanics and good moves to make his rushdown aspect very nice. You will need to constantly try and keep some sort of space between you and your opponent in order to create some setups and properly utilize your gadgets. He is very good. He is insane with zoning and stage control. Do not waste this aspect of the character. You guys got to make sure to put it to use. This guy has so many tools to keep your opponent across the stage and to help out your teammate if you're playing 2v2s from across the screen. He is just very good at utilizing the stage control. Going into number two, we're going to be talking about the side special, which is the rock coming out of the ground. Now, I don't see a lot of people using this in their gameplay as I think they should. I know it does take a little bit of time for the rock to come out of the ground if you're trying to chase your opponent with it, but I think even like immediately taking the rock out right in front of you to cover you is a great idea. But out of all its uses, I think its greatest use is going to be a combo starter from Morty. It is a fantastic combo starter. If it successfully hits the opponent, especially kind of a little bit behind them, it launches them towards Morty. And if possible, try and end off the combo with an up attack in the air. It does massive damage and KOs really well on decent percentages, okay? I know that if your opponent DIs after the rock, it's going to be a little bit hard to get an additional hit out, but if you can get an up attack in the air, you are great right there. Alright, going into number three, we're going to be talking about the axes, guys. Use the axes. And if you don't know what the axes are, they are the side attacks in the air that Morty uses, okay? You can use the axe twice in the air, and that's what makes it very good. If you whiff the first attack, you can use the second attack to your advantage, and sometimes when he lands, he still does the second axe attack while walking. I don't know if you see it in the gameplay on the screen right now, but especially the second hit of the axe in the air is devastating to the opponent. Like, if you can hit them both back on back, as you may or may not have seen in my combo guide, it does a lot of damage and is great for sending your opponent off the screen. But not only that, if they are at a decently high percentage, this is great for opening up opportunities for you to edge guard them or even sending them out for a KO. Alright guys, going into number four, make sure to utilize Morty's whip. I feel as though not enough players use it. So if you don't know what the whip is, it is side attack, and ending off the side attack string with a neutral attack. I know you're probably used to whipping out the hammer after the string, which is side attack, and don't get me wrong, the hammer's not too bad, but using the whip, which is the neutral attack after the two side attacks on the ground, is much faster than whipping out the hammer for the end of the string. However, I do believe once you acquire the perk, I'm more than just a hammer, the hammer becomes much better. And if you don't know what that perk is, you have to reach level 7 with Morty, and it's going to be the big perk on the left. Alright, it's gonna be that golden with the hammer, and basically what this one does is it allows you to spin with the hammer at the end of the string a lot longer. And to be honest with you guys, like, I feel like this perk is almost a staple to his playstyle, because without using this perk, the hammer basically, in my eyes, has no use because it's so unsafe and punishable. But with this perk, it makes it fantastic, and it's good for combos, good for knocking your opponents off. But anyways, getting a little sidetracked there, guys, make sure to utilize the whip. The whip is great for edge guarding. Its range is insane, as you can see on the screen right now. Like, you can be so far from your opponent and that whip will still hit. It is so nice. Do not forget about it, my boys. Alright guys, now going into number 5. If you play 2v2s, I feel as though Morty is great with meshing with various types of character roles. Bruisers are great to keep the opponents dealt with in the front line, while Morty uses projectiles and his setups from the back to keep them, at bay and away from them and doing extra damage and helping out your bruiser at the front. But also, we have to remember that Morty's air side special with the portal actually speeds up teammates' projectiles that go through it, and it is very useful. So for high level 2v2s and for high level gameplay, I'd advise you to have a teammate with some very nice projectiles, whether that be a bruiser with very nice projectiles, or even better, a mage such as Bugs Bunny or Tom and Jerry to help you out there. Alright guys, going into number 6. Now this is something I don't see a lot of people use, and that is the down special for saving your teammates in trouble. If your teammate is having trouble dealing with an opponent or is getting sent off the map, if you are already wrapped around them with your down attack, it will bring them right back to you and right back to the middle of the stage, and they won't get killed. It's almost like Rain Dog's neutral special, where he tugs his opponent right back to him with the beam, except it does it automatically. You don't have to do it yourself. It is so great. And I know the timing is going to be a little weird, but if you see your opponent at a high percentage and you're worried about them getting knocked out, definitely make sure to wrap around them with your down special. Alright, going into number 7, we're going to be talking about the Plumbus, or the Plumbus. I'm not exactly too sure how to say it, but don't forget the Plumbus. The Plumbus is great for edge guarding and disrupting opponents who don't know exactly how to deal with its madness. This thing is insane. Not only is the hitbox kind of weird, and it gives you a weird sort of not really armor, but it's hard for people to punish you with it sometimes. It's super great to throw out at random. And if you don't know how to use it, you basically just hold down attack, and you go into this little walking motion. It's almost like a little stance that you can get into, and it is also great for edge guarding. If your opponent's trying to come back up to the edge and you use that will send them flying off once again. But not only that, guys, it creates a weakness and it gives them a debuff. So why not try and just use this randomly? Alright, going into number 8, do not forget about his passive ability, which is his grenades. Anytime you knock an opponent away or into combo with somebody, I would instantly try and throw a grenade. Although all of them may not hit, they are a great way to disrupt your opponent and have an advantage over them through stage control. The cooldown for them is honestly not too bad. It's decently quick to get your grenades back, and I feel like using these constantly is going to give your opponent almost like a little nervousness inside of them. I know that's how I feel when I play against Morty. I am nervous when those grenades are out, man, because he can do so many things with those grenades. He can combo with them, or I think the main aspect or the main purpose of them is going to be his setups. This is where his setups are key, everyone. Make sure to shoot the grenades as well for them to blow up if you don't think you can combo your opponent into the grenade, because sometimes it's hard to combo with the grenade because the grenade might fall off the edge or something. So I mean, hey man, if you want a very sneaky shot at the grenade, heck, create a portal with your side special in the air and it'll make your projectiles even faster. Throw the grenade through it and then shoot the projectile, and man, you've got some fast blowing up grenades. Number 9, be aware of the dragons. Although your up attack gunshot might miss your opponent initially, do not forget that when it's fully charged and not on cooldown, the gun shoots out these dragons that will go sideways, which is perfect for opponents that love to jump in on you, and it is great for catching your opponent off guard. Now obviously it does work besides just using up attack in the air. Like if you do neutral attack in the air and it shoots out, you can also hit your opponent with the dragons. It's just a great way to kind of have your back, and it's kind of like a plan B. If your shot initially misses, boom, it might hit him with that as well. And keep that in mind for the trajectory. There we go. Keep that in mind for the trajectory of where the dragons are going to go, because it could also be great at edge guarding. Alright guys, the final one, number 10. Alright, now this one's just kind of a little random one, but I would use the side special in the air for all of your edge recovery if you can. I would not waste the up special, which is the ship that comes out of the ground. I would not waste that for edge recovery unless it's absolutely needed. The cooldown for the up special is very long, and I believe the best way to utilize the move would be on the ground and attempting to combo your opponent and bring them to the top of the screen and get that nasty KO, man. Also, when your opponents are going up the ship and you send them up there, it's a mind game, guys. You got to think about it this way. Fighting games are all about mind games. And here's the truth, man. They're either going to come out from that ship to the left or to the right, or they're going to die at the top, okay? You use this to read your opponent and to try and get an additional hit off of them from when they're getting off the ship. It's great for KOing your opponent and even getting an extra move. Like, if you know they're going to come from the left, like, basically all the time, then get ready at the left. Get ready to shoot a projectile up there. Heck, the dragon might even hit them from your gun. But if not, get an up attack in the air. Freaking secure that KO, man. Such a fantastic move, and honestly changes the whole, like, almost to me, it changes the meta if you're going against Morty. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the 10 essential tips on how to play Morty at Multiverses. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, or subscribed. I appreciate that a ton. That would help me out in the algorithm. But most of all, I just hope that it helped out you guys, because I want you to be a better player at the game. And having more knowledge in fighting games makes you enjoy it more. What's a fun fighting game if you don't know anything about it and you're just mashing, man? You know? Like, this isn't, DBFZ where you just spam 11111, if you're playing Bardock or something, man. This is Multiverses, bro. This is Multiverses. You gotta know what you're doing in every fighting game, and knowledge is power. They always say that, read books, knowledge is power, but it's true, guys. The more combos you know, the better you're gonna get. Alright, guys, that is it for this video. Hope you all having a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next video.